What's up, guys? Puckett here, and today I'm talking with Luminosity, one of the biggest names in Destiny. You've seen him on his live streams as well as YouTube, and today he's here to tell us a little bit about the game he plays. What is it like living off of gaming? What do you do on a daily basis?
I mean, every day, my daily life consists of just streaming. I do go to school. I'm in school full time, but, I started streaming for fun, and it's taken off to the point that I could do it full time if I wanted to. So I just stream on twitch.tv/Luminosity every day for 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day while going to school full time. What's the career plan, man? What do you want to do after school's done?
I think after I get my bachelor's, I want to just do streaming full time, and I want to have the option to get a job if I want to. If either streaming doesn't take off or I don't feel love for it anymore, I want to be able to go and get an actual job if needed.
Well, the game you play on your stream and on YouTube is always Destiny. We see you constantly playing some Destiny, and we just had you out to the Destiny MLG exhibition. What was it like playing 6-on-6 and finally having private matches?
I mean, it was unreal. I remember when the beta came out, I dreamed about it. We all watched Halo, we all watched COD, and you dream about being on main stage, you dream about playing, in front of, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and, that happened. They gave us private matches, and to be flown out, and to play with 11 other great players, it was unreal.
So we now know private matches are out. A lot of people are wondering, is Destiny going to become an esport? Do you think this game has the potential to become a dominant esport?
To become an esport, you really need, a viewership base and then a player base, and I think Destiny has both of those. 12 6v6 Supremacy tournament on MLG, it was hosted, 12 players, and I think it hit around 80,000 concurrent viewers, which is a good amount, especially for a first competitive event. And I think, if it were to be 4v4, 3v3, which is even more competitive, I think Destiny could definitely go MLG. But there are still a few more tweaks that need to be made to the game in terms of balance for it to actually go to the competitive stage.
Let me ask you this one. What was the first thing you did in Rise of Iron after the download was all done, after the servers were connected and you finally got in? What was the first thing you did?
First thing we did was just go to the tower and look at what you want to do if you're a PvPer. You go and you look at all the weapons in the tower and you're like, whoa, this shotgun could be really good for PvP. This hand cannon could be really good for PvP. And that's what I did. Looked at every, weapon, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to have to buy this for PvP.
Do you have a favorite new weapon that's in your arsenal right now?
Favorite new weapon, would be the Matador. It was in 1, and if you had one in year 1, you took it into year 2, and it was the best shotgun in year 2. Unfortunately, you couldn't get it in year 2. They brought it back for year 3. I have a Matador now, and if I was already doing well with the worst shotgun, I can't wait, to play against top tier talent with my Matador.
How do I get involved on this whole raid business, and what do I need to do to prepare myself for the raid?
So, I mean, the raid, it comes out Friday, but you have as much time as you want. You don't have to do it Friday, but the hardcore wants to, go for that world first title. They want to be the team that beats it first before anyone else who figured it out. So if you want to, if you want to prepare for it, you have to just start grinding strikes. You just do them over and over, and every time you do a strike, you're getting better and better gear. Even though it's marginally better, it's better nonetheless. And then you keep doing that, If you're trying to go for a Friday, you're already behind.
Why do the raids take so long?
Well, the raids take so long because compared to what you usually are doing, which is just a simple strike with, there's no mechanics involved, but in a raid, here's the boss, you try and shoot him, you can't damage him, and there's a bunch of other enemies around. What do you have to do? There's always a mechanic. Maybe it'll be kill that type of enemy, then that enemy, then you can do damage. And to figure that out is just trial and error. And there's 4 bosses in a raid usually, and for each one it's trial and error, trial and error, trial and error until you finally do it. And even when you do figure it out, you gotta execute it too.
I want to thank you so much for coming on today. If you want to check out Luminosity, make sure to find him on Twitter as well as his Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Luminosity.